Throb never. I mean Throb forever.
Yeah, y'all can still find me under Heartthrob Never. That's going to be the easiest way to search to find a channel. You can still find it under Heartthrob Never, but the actual icon for the channel has been changed to HTF instead of HTN for Heartthrob Forever. And the reason I changed that is because I noticed some people have they're not saying this, but I kind of notice it when they speak. You know, some people real big on, watching what it is that come out of your mouth, things that come out of your mouth, manifest into reality. So I noticed that some people were having a problem with saying the full name, like you got to say the whole thing, like a pimp named Slickback. That's one name. So some people had a problem with saying Heartthrob Never, So I said, let me ease it up for them and change it to Heartthrob Forever, okay? So that you can still find it under Heartthrob Never, okay? But what I want to talk about today is the recent Power show, the Power Ghost show with Tariq, played by the actor Michael J. Rainey. And I wanted to talk about this briefly because, for years, for the people that know me, they know I've been saying this for years, all the way back in, 2005, of how I noticed like an incremental and real sneaky increase of showing black women on television being attacked and beat up. You know what I'm saying? So they started doing it, real small things, years ago. But then it got to a point where in real life, in reality, these things are being recorded and put on the news. And, it's like every time we turned around, it was somebody attacking a black female. And I said, and years ago, I was telling people, look, we got to start letting these media companies know, and these writers and stuff know that, like, we not seeing these images of black women being beat up and attacked and stuff like that. Like, we're not really supporting that. And people kind of looked at me like I was crazy. Man, it's just TV. It's just TV, man. Ain't nothing to it. But, as time went on, after my first acknowledgement of it and talking about it, we started getting the Korean gangs being shot on live and shit. No matter what they were doing. Then we had the Sandra Blands. And then we had I can't even keep track of them no more. Like, y'all know all the ones that where we had seen live things where these black women are being killed on live video. And me personally, through my own personal study and my own personal belief, and this is just me, I'm not saying that you have to agree with it or believe it, but I believe personally that melanated peoples, particularly, especially, explicitly, have to be very, very mindful of what we are taking in through our eye, through our optical, and into what the great elder Francis Cress Welsing would say, our brain computer. We have to be careful of what we take into the eye and process into our brain computer. Because I personally believe that we not only have the ability to take in the image, but we have the ability to take the image in. And because we are who we are, we also have the ability to create what it is that we're seeing. That's a topic for another long, in-depth discussion. But my point is, I took offense to seeing the character Diana in the latest Power season show. I took offense to seeing her being playing a character who is pregnant right now, not showing, but is medically determined pregnant in the show. And, a corrupt female cop who is of another ethnicity, they get into it and she gets punched in the stomach and kicked in the stomach, kind of stomped out a little bit. And I'm like, watching it, it was like jarring. I'm like, wow. Like, I'm saying, like, to see on television and these increased, these increased events of characters being black female characters being beat up on television. I don't know how I feel about that, man. Actually, I do know how I feel about it. I'm not feeling it. Because what I do know is that any other ethnic group, if that happened in their films and they weren't feeling it, it wouldn't be put in there. That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't get comfortable to the point like we've been comfortable on a lot of other things that we shouldn't have been comfortable on. We can't get comfortable with letting them continue to put out images of black women being beat up or whatever by who. See, when they make the films or the movies or TV shows about men beating up women, black women or whatever, oh, that's not, if they don't want to see it, they put a stop to it immediately. But as a culturally, us as a people, if it's another woman doing it or whatever, oh, then it's fine because it's female on female. But this was a female of another ethnic group punching a black female in the stomach. Now, what's crazy about it is the fact that they wrote it in there for this woman to punch this black woman in the stomach. That's sending a whole other message. That's sending a whole other message of fuck your offspring. And this is what we will do to them. So that baby, like, I think what now I'm getting it, and I'm feeling, man, I'm feeling really some kind of way about it. Like, now I'm getting why it is that it was jarring, and I didn't even understand what it was until now. But the punching of Diana in the stomach by the other female, we know that it's a baby in there. And so for this woman of another ethnic group to punch the black female in the stomach with the baby there, that means that you're hitting the baby as well. You see how fucked up that is? That here's a baby supposedly supposed to be safe in the belly of its mom. And you have an instance, a situation being shown to where this baby, we know that the baby is there. It's just a show, yeah, but we know that the baby is there. And it's written into the show that someone will punch this black lady in the stomach, basically, and knock her out from the blow, or however she went unconscious. But I'm looking at that as this woman punching that baby that's in the stomach who is completely defenseless. You see what I'm saying? So like right now, like I'm feeling real crazy about that right now. Like, and I'm pretty sure in real life that that's happened. But as a people, with our new awareness of who we are, American blacks, we can't allow these people to portray us as these punching bags and stuff on television and in film. This is unacceptable. And Lord knows, like, I love 50 Cent's work. I like everything he does, man. I think he's a brilliant businessman. I think he's an exceptional artist. He knows he's not the best lyricist, but when he does what he does, he's doing his thing. So it's nothing against 50 and his creative endeavors. This has to do with things that are compromising the image and the integrity of American blacks, and in this case specifically American black females. I feel a way about that. I'm putting it out there on the word that we're not to be accepting visualizations of our women being mistreated, of our children being mistreated, and of us as men to be mistreated and abused. I just wanted to talk on that, and I hope it sparks enough dialogue and understand that by all means we need to be protecting. Man, it's the imagery of it, man. But by all means, we need to be protecting these babies in the womb. So I wanted to touch on. I'm out.
Heart throb never. Heart throb forever.